Hi everyone, and welcome back to a special edition of the MASSP Tech Bytes just for secretaries. My name is Ryan Casey, and today I want to show you a really cool resource that is going to help you stay organized and plan and schedule all of those meetings that require lots of different folks with lots of different schedules. So if you are like me, back when I was a principal working with my secretary, we had meetings all the time, whether it be for deciding the best time for a faculty meeting, school improvement meeting, my leadership team, maybe working with advisors, whatever the case may be. And so until we found this tool, which is called Doodle, that's Doodle, a lot of emails went back and forth all the time, and then you had to kind of write down everybody's schedule on a piece of paper until you could figure it out. Doodle does the hard work for you, and it puts the onus on the participant to select different dates and times from a grid that we offer. And so with a quick glance at this grid that Doodle creates for you, you'll be able to tell the best time to get that meeting and get everybody there with the best participation rate. So let's get started and see how easy it is to set up one of these Doodle polls. So I'm ready to set up my first Doodle for maybe a meeting that I know is upcoming, and I might have 5 to 10 or more people that I want to attend. So they give us some options. Once we're logged in and at the dashboard, we can look for a group meeting, one-on-one meeting, or even a survey. Really, I think most of the power of why Doodle is such a great resource comes from the group meeting option. So that's what we're going to show today. So I'm going to click on Create Meeting. And there's 4 steps. So the first step is to explain what the occasion is. So again, I'm going to give it a title. So I'm going to say School Improvement Meeting. This is optional. I can add a location. Maybe it's a virtual thing, right, with the COVID situation. I can say maybe in the high school conference room. And if I want to add an additional note, like please bring a certain item. Maybe I want to post a link to a Google Doc agenda. Maybe they need to bring their, I'll say, please bring your department SMART goals. But you fill that out, and we hit continue. One thing I'm going to point out while we're here is this is a free account right now, so hence why you see all these ads coming and going. One of the drawbacks, but again, I am using the free version, so we are going to hit continue on to the next step. So the second step is to actually select all the different options. So again, looking at your calendar or your principal's calendar, you can actually even integrate. I believe you can do it on the free version, like your Google Calendar or Outlook Calendar, so you can see some of those populate here already. Otherwise, you will want to cross-reference, when certain people are obviously available, whoever you're setting the meeting up for. But you can look at it from a month standpoint, week, or even if you just want to list it via text. So I'm going to look at the month, and I'm just going to throw on a couple different dates and times. So we have October, we'll say 20th. I'll say from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. I can add additional times on that same date. We'll do the 22nd. I need different times for each day, so the 22nd maybe is going to be from 3 to 4 p.m. and then I'll do one more on the 28th. And we'll do 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. So I have 3 different dates selected, 3 different times. I can choose multiple times within a same date. That is fine. Once you know your dates and times, we're going to hit continue and move on to the next step. Now we're on to step 3, which are the Doodle poll settings. So if you look on the left-hand side, we have some different options we can select. So the first one's kind of neat. It's a yes, no, or if need be option. So basically, a participant can select either they can check a box saying, yep, that time is good, or they leave it unchecked if they can't. But if it's one of those situations where, well, I could really make it if I had to, but I'd rather not, one of those iffy situations, there's an actual option they can select to kind of visually show that. You can limit the number of votes per option. You can make them only select a single one. So out of these 3 dates, pick only one that works. Otherwise, they can put a checkbox next to every one if they all work or none of them. And then you can also make it hidden, meaning they can't see the other people and what they've selected. Over on the right-hand side, you'll see this yellow area. That are some additional options you can use if you want to have a paid premium account. So once you look at your settings, I'm going to hit finish and go to the last step. And finally, the last step is where you can take this Doodle poll now and you can invite or send it out to all the people that are attending the meeting to go ahead and fill it out and select the best time that works for them. So you can actually enter the emails in right there. I actually prefer, I don't know why, just so they know it's coming from me, or in this case coming from your actual email. You can actually take this link and copy it, and then I would just paste that right into your Outlook email or your Gmail, whatever you're using. And this way you can give them some additional specific instructions if you want. From this page, by the way, you can go back and edit your poll. If you realize, oh shoot, I had a date or a time wrong, you can do that. You can actually export some of this data into a PDF or Excel after it's filled out. You can print this out, duplicate it, delete it. You do have some options. If you scroll through, you can kind of see a summary of what your Doodle poll will look like that you're going to send out. So I'm going to switch gears and show you what it looks like for somebody to actually fill this out, and then what you'll do with that information at the very end. So once that link goes out to one of the meeting participants, they'll click on it and it'll take them to your Doodle poll, where they can basically type in their name, and then they will go through and they would select all of the different items that work for them. So they would read the date and time. So, yep, I can do that date. Yep, I can do that date. And as you see, like Steve did here, that little yellow check mark, if they double click it, it says it right here. Tick the checkbox twice to select yes if need be. So I'd rather not do it on the 28th, but if you really need me to, I can get that to work. So I double click it. And then all they have to do is hit send. And it'll say they've successfully voted. So along the way, you'll get email notifications letting you know each time somebody has responded. So you'll have a pretty good idea of when everybody filled out the Doodle poll as hopefully directed. So when I go back to my Doodle dashboard, I can see, 4 out of 4 have voted. There's my school improvement meeting I was supposed to set up for the principal. I can click on it, and then I can see all of the different check marks to make a decision. So clearly here, even though Steve selected I'd rather not, but I can make it work, October 22nd from 3 to 4 is the best meeting time to get everybody there. So again, use Doodle so you're not sending a bunch of individual emails out back and forth, and you are writing them down on a piece of paper, trying to draw out your own little matrix. Let Doodle do the work for you. It's a really great tool, and it's free to use, just the simple basics. So I hope you check it out.